And we're going to move along to verse 2 now, since we've covered verse 1. Here we go. Verse 2. Let's dive in. All right. Verse 2. When I came, why was there no one? When I called, why was there no one to answer? Was my arm too short to deliver you? Do I lack the strength to rescue you? By a mere rebuke, I dry up the sea. I turn rivers into a desert. Their fish rot for lack of water and die of thirst. So the first part of this verse, God is asking, when I called, you didn't answer. Why was there no response? He's asking us, where are you? Where are you? I'm here. Where are you? See, he's saying, we had an appointment. Where were you? We had an appointment. Where were you? I called you. You didn't pick up. Where are you? Yeah. Remember when Adam and Eve, they realized that they were naked and they made themselves covering and they hid from God? Yeah? They didn't show up for their regular meeting. They left God waiting. They stood him up. And then God calls out to them and he says, where are you? Where are you? That's Genesis chapter 3, verse 8, if you want to reference it. See, he calls us repeatedly. He's drawing near us and we're pulling away. We desert him. We draw away. He draws near us and we draw away. Let's reread the first part of Isaiah chapter 50, verse 2. When I came, why was there no one? When I called, why was there no one to answer? It's heartbreaking, right? Like, where were you? I called you. Why didn't you pick up? Now let's look at the second part. Right? Was my arm too short to deliver you? Do I lack the strength to rescue you? By a mere rebuke, I dry up the sea. I turn rivers into a desert. Their fish rot for lack of water and die of thirst. See what he's doing here? He's asking them, do they not think that he's able? Like, he's challenging their unbelief. That's what he's doing here. You see, their unbelief is what landed them in the place that they were, Babylon. It was their unbelief, right? The root of the fall was unbelief. Yeah? They failed to believe in God's word. They abandoned their faith. Unbelief. You want to know what the most dangerous threat to Christians is? It's unbelief. Unbelief. Yeah, God is reminding Israel exactly who he is in this verse 2. He's reminding them who he is since they've forgotten, just like they forgot him, right? He's reminding Israel who he is because they've forgotten, just like they forgot him. How many of us have forgotten how many of us forget how powerful God is? How many of us forget? How many of us forget how able and how willing he is? You see, we serve a very big God. But he's only as big as you're willing to allow him to be. Let me say that again. We serve a very big God, but he's only as big as you're willing to allow him to be.